Hey, good morning, JR Cook here. Let me get my Facebook Live going here first. This morning, it is early, and the Law of Success, at least the copy that I have on my Kindle here, is it's not very what's the word? Accurate with its page numbers and things. So it's been a little bit of a challenge getting everything set up right here. But let's see here. My brain's still going a little bit slow, but I promise I'll get into it here in a second. We talked about the blending of minds, and it was very, very powerful. Let's see, Jay, that's me. Alright, here we are. Success. One. Beautiful. Alright, let's see here. Go live. Okay, so Facebook and YouTube. Got it. Let's turn off this music here. Still have my sleep music going on. Okay, so I'm excited to talk about day one of Law of Success. It was a really good one. We talked a lot about, I say we talked a lot. I feel like I'm talking to Napoleon when I'm reading this stuff. But basically, it was about, it sounds really crazy. What's really crazy, first thing was really cool. I was thinking about when this book was written, we had never gone to space. Mankind had never gone to space. And he's talking about the estimations of how much atmosphere there is before we reach space. And he said that it's, guesstimated to be around 50 miles by, he said, by many, it's around 50 miles is what they say. I guess there were dissenting views. And it ended up that he was right. I looked it up, and it's about 50 miles before we can say we're in space. We're still like in orbit, I guess, for a little further than that. But anyway, I thought that was really cool. And okay, so what he talked about was really interesting, and I see why he was talking about, I guess, atoms. I guess that's why he was talking about atoms. And the reason being is he wanted to talk about this concept of ether, because he wanted to set up what do I want to use here? He wanted to set up a pretense to talk about the way that mind matter can be sent through the air between one person and another person. And like I said, this sounds kind of crazy probably to some people, but I'm crazy, so maybe it doesn't sound as crazy to me. But basically, he wants to set up and talk about the mastermind and the way that sometimes we meet people and we have this spirit of just, hey, I love this person. It explains love on first sight. It's when people, both of their minds are acting in harmony to one another, and they come together, and then they create this bond, and it's just like, whoa, I like you instantly. One of those types of things. And so it creates that initial attraction like that. And then he talks about even marriage going forward, and the blending of the minds over time, and how both people end up becoming very closely the same person after a number of time. And so it's really interesting, that aspect of it. I thought that it was incredibly enlightening in a lot of ways. Like I said, I'm still reading. This thing doesn't have clear chapter ends and beginnings, apparently. I think I've read past where I'm supposed to, but maybe I didn't read enough. I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much it today. There wasn't really too much actionable stuff other than to be cognizant of what is going on. Like I said, it was a bunch of pretense stuff today. And be cognizant of the people that we spend our time around. I talk about this all the time, I guess. In fact, I was just talking about this yesterday in a course that I'm shooting. And the reason for this being is we become the people we hang around. And honestly, I didn't know all of this stuff about the blending of the minds and like basically how our mind stuff is like a liquid that pours between someone else's mind and my own mind. And I didn't know all of that. I just talked about, hey, you become the top 5 people that you hang around, you know? And so if you want a better quality of life, then you need to be around better quality people and not trying to say anything bad about, you know, your current friends, but if they're not increasing the quality of your life, what are they doing to it? And, you know, and you don't have to necessarily get rid of your friends, but you can start living a higher quality of life and ask them to step up to your level. And if they refuse to step up to your level and they're pulling you down, then they're really not friends anyway. You know, friends would want to work together to create an amazing outcome. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's about all the action I can say. If you want to increase the quality of your life, increase the quality of people in your life, and make sure that you're around people who are operating at a higher level than you are. That way, it's going to force you to step up. And I guarantee you that if you don't step up, just like what I just suggested that you do with your friends, if you don't step up, these people who are operating a higher level than you will find other things to do with their time than spend it around you because you're pulling them down at that point. And so that's it. Just wanted to finish up this challenge. I'm on to the next thing, and I already watched my 100-day challenge thing today. Yesterday I was thinking about just canceling it, but I'm going to keep going forward with it. And because I'm doing a Tony Robbins program as well right now, and I'm creating a course, and I'm writing a book, and I have a lot going on right now. And I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he's it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And because he owns this yoga studio, and I said, because I told him, I said, you know, I said I can't go down there. I have to work in a way right now that I can't allow people to talk sense into me. And he said, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And I was just thinking, that's the kind of sense that I don't need talked into me right now because I have a lot to take care of. Anyway, you guys take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.